Live and on your side. This is KTBS 3 News at 5.
Good evening, I'm Brenda Teal.
I'm Jerry May. Thank you for joining us. Recovering from the fire at First Bossier.
This is the kind of thing that's going to take months, if not years. And again, for us to support, we want to do and be there as much as possible.
Firefighters are still on the scene at First Bossier almost 36 hours after that 3-alarm blaze ripped through part of the church campus. KTBS 3's Dominique Brogel has been on this story since yesterday morning. So Dominique, do investigators know how it started?
Jerry, they still don't know, like you said, 36 hours later, how it started or where it even began. I want to step out of the shot real quick to show you just how bad the damage is. You can see how the fire ripped through this building. Now, earlier today, I did speak to Tracy Landry. She is the spokeswoman for, Bossier City, not Shreveport. Now, she says this afternoon that the investigators are close to figuring out where this fire began, but of course, it takes some time. I asked if arson was a possibility. She says foul play isn't suspected.
That's the concern, and that is absolutely something that they are investigating, but right now we have no indication that that's the case.
Firefighters stayed on scene overnight, checking on hot spots. Landry doesn't believe they had to fight anything today. Senior pastor at First Bossier, Brad Jerkovich, is thankful for the firefighters, his church members, and other churches that reached out to him. The senior pastor from First United Methodist Church, Bossier City, decided to donate all the offerings the church gets on Christmas Eve to First Bossier.
And when this opportunity came up, I thought, well, of course, this is what we do. And so it was a no-brainer for me to have us do that with our Christmas Eve offerings.
Yeah, but we've had numerous churches, reaching out saying, hey, we're taking up an offering for you guys, or here's our facilities available for you guys, or can we, minister to your people in another way. It's been amazing.
Pastor Brad Jerkovich says about 5 buildings were impacted by this fire, and I asked, are services going to continue? He says Sunday service should resume and also Christmas Eve.
A high school teacher in Sabine Parish is accused of molesting a 13-year-old girl. 50-year-old James C. Jones is a teacher at Pleasant Hill High. He was booked into Sabine Parish Detention Center on 5 counts of molestation of a juvenile. Investigators say all counts are connected to the same child. No bond has been set at this time. A Natchitoches man accused of breaking into a home over the weekend has turned himself in. Police responded to a burglary at a home on Woodyard Drive on Sunday evening. When they got there, all of the suspects were gone. Based on tips, police were able to identify one person and issue a warrant for his arrest. Police say 19-year-old DeMonte Johnson turned himself in on Monday. He's charged with aggravated burglary. Police say more arrests are expected. If you know anything about this crime, call Natchitoches Police. The Shreveport City Council held its regular session for the first time after the runoff elections, and they've got a big job to do today. They're going over next year's budget. New council members have been invited to get acquainted with the job. Bia Rodon is live at Government Plaza. And Bia, did the mayor-elect Adrian Perkins show up?
I did talk to Perkins yesterday. He said he was considering coming, but we didn't see him today.
Rain system out of the way, and then by the weekend everything is looking peachy.
Yeah, that looks great. Okay.
Yeah.
You got to shop this weekend, Joe. We don't need any
You're kinda
rain
late.
this weekend. What, late? I've been shopping. Making children smile is the idea behind the Ktbs 3-Minute Smile. This year's 6 lucky children will get a chance to run wild through the toy aisle at Walmart on Airline Drive in Bossier. And hundreds of local families won't have to worry about grocery shopping for Christmas trimmings. The Bossier Sheriff's Office did it for them. Deputies kicked off the delivery of 400 special food boxes this morning.
There's breaking news overseas. A terror investigation is underway after a mass shooting near a Christmas market in Strasbourg, France. 4 people are dead and a half dozen others are wounded, some in critical condition. The gunman has been identified, but he's not been caught. He was able to flee after being shot and wounded by guards there at the market. Texarkana, Texas firefighters answer the call for the Muscular Dystrophy Association. May remember seeing firefighters out there on the streets earlier this year asking for your spare change.
That's a whole lot of change.
Yeah.
Somebody put some bills in there.
Yeah, I think so.
One last check of exactly. One last check of the forecast is just ahead.
All right, back in a bit.